welcome back to Working the Yard with Will. So we're in the little car, so you can see that little cart behind me. That's the golf cart. So on my way to go play a little golf this afternoon. Took a couple hours off this afternoon. In my line of work, it's the end of the year. So shout out to everybody in the financial sector out there. End of your fiscal year, Happy New Year, October 1st. And let's go play some golf. Working the Yard with Will.
Okay, so welcome back to Working Yard with Will. Let's play some golf. So we're at Swan Point Golf Club here. I just finished teeing off. This is a par 4. Ended up leaving myself a little more than 100 yards left with this on this green, going to the green. I ended up grabbing a 50-degree wedge, which it kind of came out a little flat and pulled it just a hair, but it was still a pretty good shot coming in. And you see me pointing there, just confirming that was the 100-yard marker right in front of us. The pin was a back left corner pin, and so yeah, it just swung as smoothly as I could because I was running behind again. And hey, these were the results. Pulled it to the left and kept moving. Alright, so walking up to the green here, and I thought my ball was on the green. And actually was sitting on top of the hill. See, there's like 3 little mounds. I'm in the middle of that mound, directly behind the pin. Nonetheless, I believe I took a 58-degree up here with the hopes of getting a little bit airborne, landed it softly on the green. And well, the results of that was I looked before I completed my swing. The ball came out a little flat, and this was the back of the green, and it just hit the green and screamed back down the hill. And prior to me playing my shot, I was actually waiting on someone else to play their shot that was off to the right there. You can't see them on the camera, but there go their ball. If you see that ball going across the green quickly, but you know it was pretty slick. With Swan Point, there's a lot of water around, and so the holes kind of just feed to the water. And see my ball coming down the hill. It's that top shelf, and it's gone. Okay, so I'm trying to record at every other hole, every couple holes. This is a par 5 hole, about 485 yards, and it has a nice area of water which you have to force carry going to the left. And I had about a 200-yard shot because my tee shot went into the water. Nonetheless, I thought I had it up there on the green, and it just fell short. So I ended up playing a little bit closer, about 100 yards out, and this is the result. Ended up being just off the green, able to chip it and putt to try to save bogey, but I believe I ended up getting a double bogey here because just couldn't get the green speed quite right that day. A lot of things were going south for me that day. My driver, I was pulling it. I picked up this natural draw. That means the ball, if the right-hand hitter, the ball's gonna go a little left. It starts right and then goes left. It's called a draw shot. And so I picked up this draw, and I hadn't been able to get much distance out of my driver. I think mechanics are a little bit out of whack. Keeping in mind, guys, I'm playing twice a week. and I'm trying my best to stay close to a mid-handicapper. That's around a 12 or 14 at the most per round. So giving this thing a nice gentle putt, and I believe I just missed the hole there and end up coming up with a double bogey. But that's all right. You know, hey, you can't win every hole. Sometimes the hole's going to beat you. That's okay. Okay, so we're up on the 6th hole. It is a par 5. And I'm coming up on the box with a driver in my hand. Now, so remember, I was fighting to draw all day long. So my thought process here is if I lined up a little bit more, trying to put the tee shot going down the right-hand side and gently pull it back to the middle, then I should be back in the fairway. Well, that's where I lined up. And unfortunately, as we say sometimes in golf, I hit the big ball first, then the little ball, meaning I hit the ground first and then topped the golf ball. And the results of that were, it just didn't go very far. So needless to say, this was a tough day in the office. All right, so we made it to the 9th hole, which is the final hole for this video series. And that wasn't a very long hole, about 360 yards, but there's water down to just about all the way down to the green. So this other gentleman I was playing with, he was hitting the ball really well that day. He decided to use a driver and took it pretty much right down the middle of the fairway. We were playing from the blue tees. They have one more tee that's a little bit further back, but blue tees was pretty good for me. So on this particular day, since I was having troubles with my driver and I didn't want to run the chance of pulling something to the water, I do believe I just used a 6-iron or something like that on the tee box, just to, actually it was a 3-iron just to kind of get me out there 200 yards, a little over 200 yards. And I topped it just a hair, but I still got some fairly good distance out of there. From there, I went ahead and grabbed myself another iron. I do believe it was a 6-iron. Okay, so this is my tee shot that I just recorded from 9th hole. And as you see, the ball just in the first cut of the rough there. Not a bad shot. And ball just a little bit below my feet. So I was anticipating me pulling it just a hair to the left, given this draw I've been fighting all day. This game was a 6-iron. To the pin, it was right about 165, 170 yards. And got a good shot on there, and it landed right on the green. So from here, this was the end of the recording. So thanks guys for watching. Working your